reading for the month of November, and of course, any of the time that you are guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Pisces placements, but if for some reason if this reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And before we get into this reading, I'd also like to quickly mention that if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book a reading straight through my Etsy shop. But without further ado, let's get started here. So thank you guys for your patience. I know I took a little bit longer this time around to get readings out. However, I felt like the last readings that I gave you guys were pretty profound, so I decided to take a little break and recharge my batteries. But now I'm back and fully recharged, so let's get into this. I'm going to be doing the usual tarot spread that I do for you guys. That's going to be what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, reading you, your recent past, and what you need to know. Right, so let's see what comes up for the Pisces collective. All right, at your center is the Five of Pentacles. Crossing that is the Nine of Wands. Oof, you are going through it, it seems. Crowning this is the King of Cups. Rooting this is the Page of Swords. Recent past. Page of Cups. And what you need to know is the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. And then the Ten of Swords is right underneath that. I just had to show that because it just further confirms that you have been going through a tough time. I feel like you've been put to the test, that's for sure, with this Temperance card here. I feel like you're going through a lot of spiritual challenges that require a lot of patience, divine timing. However, there is a light at the end of the tunnel with the sun here. You are on your way. It is just taking some time. I feel like you're being put to the test with a lot of things that have to do with your self-esteem, your confidence, just, really feeling secure within yourself. Because with the Five of Pentacles at your center and the Nine of Wands, there is a little bit of insecurity of your surroundings, just of how you're currently feeling. But that is all going to change. I do sense that. It's just where you're currently at. And, we all go through this. We all go through these periods where we kind of hit a low point in order to bounce back even better. So this is just a trial period for you, okay? This is just a test that you're going through, simply a transition. It's all temporary. This too shall pass, okay? So let me go ahead and clarify this Temperance card. The Emperor, wow. Yeah, you're being made, you're being taught a lesson of standing your ground, feeling powerful within yourself, and not letting anyone take that away from you. Ooh, we have the Magician. Yeah, you've been manifesting this power. And not in an egotistical way. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, power of the soul, passion brewing inside of you. But it's taken some time. You could have lost a sense of control at some point, and you're regaining that strength. Okay. And that's why there's these trials and tribulations, because this is where you're meant to learn that lesson. This is where you're meant to go through that transmutation. But it is happening. You are finding yourself. You are finding your strength. And once you are tapped in and you're just fully aware of your power and who you are as a person, no one will be able to take that away from you ever again. Because I do feel like circumstances beyond your control at some point of your life, at some point in your life, have sort of stripped you of your power and made you feel less than. But that's all changing now. You're finding your power again. Okay, so yeah, at your center is the Five of Pentacles. So you could have dealt with a relationship or just something in your life recently that you felt ghosted, abandoned, left out in the cold. Okay, I do feel like there's someone in your life that kind of tries to make you feel small. I don't know. I feel like this person is just doing it out of a place of pain and hurt too, right? And that's where we have to get to a place of divine understanding and knowing that people are just reacting in those ways when there's an absence of love and there's the presence of trauma. Okay, so I do feel like you've dealt with that. You could have been someone's emotional punching bag or literally. Okay, and again, this is just a period in your life that is temporary, and you're you're going to come out stronger from this. Okay, no matter how it feels right now in this moment, you're going to come out stronger. Five of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Geez. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Six of Cups. Yeah, this has been like a past life traumatic cycle that just repeats itself over and over again. Because what happens in these situations is that when we fall victim to our circumstances and we allow our abusers to have that power over us, we never release ourselves of that trauma. We just live in it. We continue to identify ourselves as victims and, living in that sort of mentality. And I'm very much feeling that here, where it's like issues of abandonment, like healing abandonment wounds, that sort of thing. It's being brought to your attention here once again because you haven't quite let it go. And this is usually when cycles repeat themselves, even when it comes from past lives, because we still haven't learned how to fully let go of that pain, of that trauma, of whatever this person did to us that made us feel this way. Okay, so, but if you notice, they're sort of standing around in a circle here, doing a little tribe dance. Okay, so I do feel like this guy here in the middle is doing this as a ritual to regain his strength, regain his power. And this is you. Okay, this is your higher self, and these are like your spirit team around you, rooting for you and telling you to not fall victim to this again. Like do not repeat this again, because it'll just keep happening until you cut this cord, until you finally close this chapter and move forward. Okay, because crossing this is a Nine of Wands. So yeah, this is something that happens a lot, and you've been dealing with this for quite some time. You've always been in survival mode. You've always been in this sort of fight or flight response. You've always had to sort of have your defenses up. I feel like you don't trust people. I feel like it's hard for you to really just enjoy your life because you're always like on defense. Okay, and it's because of these traumatic experiences, of these abandonments, of what people have done to you. It's because of this. But it is now your job, your duty in this lifetime to regain that strength, find your power again, and to not let this get the best of you, to not let this bring you down. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it could have to do with family. And if it's not family, it's simply just what you consider your stability. Like your stability is always being questioned. It's always being messed with. People are always sort of, what's the word? Intimidating you about your safety. That sort of thing. Like maybe people threaten that they'll kick you out or something like that. Okay. Or they say like, you know what, I'm never going to talk to you again. And it's like your parent, So it's something of that nature that it's always being thrown in your face. People are always intimidating you with this Ten of Pentacles. It's the source of your problem, whether it's family or someone sort of taunting you with the idea of family or lack thereof. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so you could be dealing with a water sign, but I feel like this is just your inner knowing. Okay, this is your intuition, your sensitivity here. This is you having to think of things, or not even think, okay, having to see things from a place of love, a place of unconditional love, and again, not sort of falling victim to your circumstances and seeing things from a loving lens where we understand that things have to happen a certain way. Earth is just a school. This is why Earth is bad as it is sometimes, because we're meant to go through these sort of experiences and soul contracts and traumatic things so that we can elevate our souls. Okay, and here with this Queen of Cups, I feel like part of you already knows that. Okay, there is a strong intuition about you. I mean, this is your energy here too, but part of you already is very emotionally understanding of that, but still struggles with it. Like maybe the ego is what kind of falls victim, because it remembers that a certain person hurt you and then it hates that person, right? But here with the Queen of Cups, I feel like it's saying it's time to forgive the people who've hurt you, because by forgiving them, you release them and you take away their power. Okay? So crowning this is the King of Cups. So yeah, this is what you're ultimately wanting. Okay? This emotional understanding, what I was just talking about, this is what you're ultimately wanting. You want to get to that place of love and emotional understanding and spiritual awareness, that you understand that these things happen for a reason and that we're not meant to live with the pain of that. The past is supposed to stay in the past, and we're supposed to continue moving forward and let it all go. It's really as simple as that. But because we don't know this, we make it harder than what it is, than what it really is. So I feel like you want to get to a place of love. You want to be loving and understanding, because you know that's what's going to set you free, and that's what's going to help you heal yourself and find your power again. Because if there's no love, you're not going to get to that place of understanding. Okay, that's why you're feeling the Five of Pentacles, because there's a lack of love there. But that's why you want this, because you know that you need love in order to get past this situation. Beautiful. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is that sort of stability that you want to feel within yourself. This is the complete opposite of the Five of Pentacles, right? Yeah. And then we have the Tower. Yep. You had to go through these challenging situations, these traumatic experiences with people to get to this place of love and understanding that you're currently at. Because your soul knows it, your higher self knows it. It knows that there's more to this. This isn't it. Okay, this is your higher self understanding that these things happen for a reason, but to not get stuck there. And you had to go through this Tower moment. That was the spiritual lesson for you. Yeah. Then we have the Fool. So that's you starting all over, starting brand new, fresh, clean slate. And it took these situations and these people doing these things to you, making you feel bad about yourself, for you to get to a place of understanding that it all happens for a reason, and you're only going to be, it's leading you to yourself. Okay, you're only going to be more stronger, and that's how you find your power. Okay, so rooting this is the Page of Swords. So this is you analyzing the situation. This is you trying to get to the bottom of it. This is you trying to figure out the truth and all of this, doing a lot of research. So you could be, Googling things, researching, watching other YouTube videos, things of that nature, of really trying to understand your situation so that you can fully execute the mission. Okay, because the Page of Swords holds the Sword of Truth. So I feel like you're finding your truth. All right, we have the Five of Cups. Exactly. You're learning that these losses are blessings in disguise. Okay? For every loss, there's a blessing in disguise, and I think you're starting to understand that now. Now we have the Three of Pentacles that fell out, beautiful, and then the Two of Cups. So if you have a support system with the Three of Pentacles, I do feel like you're leaning on that. You are perhaps seeking them for advice, or just simply to be a listening ear. And if you don't have these friends, they will be coming towards your life. I feel like this is your soul tribe. Whether you have one or don't have one yet, I feel like it will definitely begin to manifest, because you are now elevating your vibration, and in turn, the universe will send you people who are more aligned with you. Okay, and then we have the Two of Cups. So either this is going to be a romantic person that is aligned with you vibrationally, or it's just going to be a best friend, a soulmate of some kind. Doesn't always have to be romantic, of course, but these are going to be your blessings in disguise. Okay, having released these people, this emotional baggage, where the people that were taking advantage of you and making you feel less than, once you accept that loss, this will come into your life, and they will be the blessings in disguise. But you have to be willing to let go of the past first. Okay, and then you'll have these actual supportive friendships in your life. All right, so recent past is the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups, I feel like this is your soft-hearted nature. This is kind of why people tend to take advantage of you, or people just think that you can be easily manipulated. It's not that you were easily manipulated. It's just that you are so compassionate that you have trouble saying no to people because it's hard for you. You know, you're learning to set boundaries now, yes, but in the past, I feel like you could have forgiven people really easily in a way that you allowed them back into your life when maybe you shouldn't have, but now you're learning to forgive but not forget, forgive them so that you can move on, but also setting that boundary so that they don't come back and do it again. And I feel with this Page of Cups, this was you sort of leaving that axis there for them to hurt you again. But again, you're not doing that anymore. Ace of Swords, yeah. Ooh, I love this Ace of Swords. I'll show you right now why. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. But if you notice, I hope you can see this. Okay. I'm going to zoom in on it. But if you notice, he's holding an axe right here. And look at all of these. They look like cords to me. But I know they're like tentacles or something. He's fighting an animal of some kind. But they look like cords to me. Okay, he is cutting these cords like a mother effer, okay? And I feel like that's what you're doing now because you're no longer wanting to live in this victimhood, no longer wanting to overextend yourself for people that simply don't deserve it. This is you saying no, this is you setting those boundaries, and this is you not looking back, not feeling bad, just accepting it for what it is. Okay? This is the strength that you're finding within yourself. And I feel like you're starting to tell people that you're speaking your truth and that you're no longer going to be taken advantage of. And this is you finding your power. I mean, look at that. Look how strong he looks. Okay, so I feel like that's you now because you realize that you being too nice, people were just taking advantage of that. Okay, so with the Three of Wands, yeah, you always knew this was coming. This was always sort of in the back burner for you. You knew that this energy about you was going to change because you knew that you didn't want to continue living like this. All right, so what you need to know is the Queen of Wands. I love this because this is you finding your confidence. Okay, at the center, you have the Five of Pentacles twice. So that could be how you're feeling right now, but not for much longer. With the Queen of Wands here, this is you finding that confidence within yourself and knowing that you cannot be messed with. Okay, because now when people come to toe to toe with you, they're going to be met with this energy, and you don't want to mess with the Queen of Wands when she's angry because she will let you have it. She'll rip your ear off. Okay, so I feel like there's nothing wrong with you exuding this energy. If you feel confident, if you feel sexy, if you feel great about yourself, flaunt it. You do not have to hide it because I feel like you've been hiding yourself for a long time. It's now time to express this, dominant sexual prowess type of energy, however that resonates for you, okay? But it's time. Definitely wear red. I feel like if you wear red, it'll help you exude that energy even more. Four of Wands, beautiful. Yeah, you're going to find that sense of stability and security that people were messing with you with, where people try to hang it over your head about something, trying to threaten you to kick you out or whatever it was. Four of Wands, you're going to give yourself this sense of security, this sense of stability, and you'll now know that whatever other people say or do will not affect your stability because home is where the heart is. You'll have that comfort and home within yourself that whatever happens outside of you won't matter to you because you'll be so sturdy as a rock. That's amazing. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is you finding your passion. This is you starting all over again. Okay, because I feel like you did lose your passion for a little bit. Maybe you went through depression. You lost motivation. You just didn't really have the motivation to do anything, the drive, but you're finding it. Okay, Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. That's freaking awesome. That's so much fire energy. Where in the beginning we were lacking that. right? So, yeah, definitely these next few months coming for you are going to be very action driven. I feel like you're really going to take action of your goals and not letting fear get the best of you, just going forward and not letting anyone get in the way and not caring about anyone, just doing things for you and not anyone else. And it's taken time, okay? Because temperance over here, divine timing with the emperor, this is how it was all supposed to unfold. So this is just how it was meant to happen. All right, Pisces. So this is awesome. Let's go ahead and get your Sufi Wisdom Oracle cards. Beautiful. We have energy of love. Wasn't I just talking about love? Behold the world through the eyes of love. Yes. Bottom of the deck is speak out. Wow. Communicate and solve the conflicts. That's also what I just said. All right, I'm going to start with this one. I will be reading from the guidebook. Okay, it says, behold the world through the eyes of love. Impoverished is the one who identifies the beloved with trade. Destitute is the one who wants the beloved for status or as a sign of affluence. Affluence? Foolish is the one who wants to keep the beloved only for the self. This oracle speaks to you of opening your heart to the true value of love in your life. It offers you sweet advice. Do not want love for your own self satisfaction, wealth, or affluence, otherwise, you will center your life on fear and greed. When you find the beloved through the light of love that is inside your heart, your whole existence will become an expression of your beloved. When you feel that love within your heart, the chemistry flows through you, and your creativity will be heightened. Truly, this happens, and you will feel the breath of the beloved mingling with your own. Dear one, congratulate yourself because you are destined to meet an unconditional love within your heart, which is both renewing and transforming. A sacred light will surround you and your beloved, anointing and blessing your time together. The experience can be overwhelming and even disorienting, but it will send you soaring as if you are wrapped in the circling presence of a truly divine energy. When you are blessed with such an unconditional love, feel the awareness within yourself and notice the aura that surrounds your being. Let love become your guide and dare to follow it. What appears in your beloved will also manifest in you. Know that one glance from a beloved can clear everything else from your mind, and you're able to center your heart. I am open to and aware of the rising energy of love. I am awake to the thrill of feeling the beloved everywhere. I rejoice and celebrate the beauty and wonder of being awakened by love. This is absolutely beautiful. I feel like your relationships are about to get better, and if you are lacking relationships, I definitely feel like your soulmate is manifesting as we speak. But I do feel like your relationships are going to have a sort of blessing of love, and everyone will just feel it. And even the people who have been giving you a hard time, I feel like they'll get washed over with love too. You know, maybe it won't show it as much in them, but it'll still happen. Okay, but what's most important is that it's happening to you, and that's all that matters. So the next one is speak out. Communicate and solve the conflicts. I want to sing like the birds sing, not worrying about who hears or what they think. This oracle comes to you with guidance and confirmation that you have a heart big enough to freely speak out what you keep inside you without feeling embarrassed or fearing that you might be ridiculed or scorned. The warm, blushing glow that surrounds you beckons to a community of friends who will welcome all you would like to share with them. Messages from Sufi wisdom come with immense blessings and love. Personal relationships rely on communication in so many ways. When you freely communicate with people in relationships, it reduces conflict, builds trust, and strengthens bonds. Stressful situations are usually caused by our lack of willingness to speak out when we have the opportunity. You may be fearful or concerned that people will have a negative reaction to you sharing ideas and insights. You may worry that others may ridicule or disapprove of you speaking freely. Dear one, you are saturated with the divine presence that is so rich that it wants to pour out of you in words that are freely spoken. By speaking out, you can solve many problems that are caused by a lack of confidence. By helping people know your ideas, you will be able to discover what other people want and need and adapt your ideas to match their needs. Be open to receive love from a Sufi sage like Rumi. I'm committing myself to be brave enough to speak out my thoughts and feelings honestly with others. Beautiful, exactly as I've mentioned in this reading, so just further confirmation. Your final message will be from the butterfly affirmations. So this is just an affirmation that you can tell yourself at the beginning of the day or throughout the day. Forgiveness helps me to let go and move on with my life, opening up to new and loving experiences. That is freaking amazing. That's what I said, right? I said that in order for you to let go and move on with your life, you're going to have to forgive these people for whatever they did to you. And in turn, by closing that chapter, these profound relationships will come into your life. Bottom of the deck is I like to take care of myself with love through rest, play, movement, and positive thinking. Beautiful. All right, Pisces, so that is what I have for you for this time frame. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.